Hello and welcome to the Planless project podcast number 12. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, and I really want to get some more time off so I could do more of these because I do enjoy them. So what I'm just going to do now is just quickly see if this is streaming properly. So bear with me. Let's have a look. Planless podcasts. Okay, looks like we're live, which is cool. Okay, so yeah, I haven't done one of these in ages, so I just want to tell you guys that this is just fun for me, and all I do is grab some assets or create landscapes, use different programs and try and merge them all into UE5 or UE4, totally depends, and yeah, we go for it. So it has been a while, so I've accumulated some really cool assets recently. So there's a company called Big Medium Small who are really cool. It's these guys here, and yeah, they've got some amazing collections, and I would suggest that you guys go and check them out. Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly turn down this. So hopefully you can hear me all right, and off we go. So I'm going to use some big, medium, small stuff here. I'm going to use the industrial zone, and I've got a few plugins as well that I've managed to get. So first things first, I'm going to show you the plugins. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to lights. I'm going to use this Sky Creator plugin, which is very, very cool, because normally what I normally use is the environment light mixer, and I'm able to create my lights and effects from here, which is cool. It means you get a lot of creativity, and you get a lot of control, which is fantastic. This plugin that I'm going to show you in a sec is very interesting because it does similar things. So I've got a little question here. Okay, cool, Dylan, man. Yeah, check it out later on. Cheers, man. So what we're going to use is Sky Creator. So it's simple as this, guys. Boom. And lo and behold, it kind of does everything in one package, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to quickly break it down what's going on here. So with Environment Mixer, it creates your volumetric clouds, your atmosphere, your skylight, your direct light, which is really, really cool. And they will be in your outliner here. But with Sky Creator, you only just get one thing. So what you're going to do, you're going to see here, I'll just quickly drag this down a bit. So it does a similar thing, but it packages all in one package, and it's really, really cool. Sky atmosphere, volumetric clouds, skylight, moonlight, and I'll show you why that's really cool in a sec. Yeah, and all these great things. So, but what you got to understand as well is that it is all in one package. So if you do need to use post-processing, for instance, you could just go into here, and it will just be like your normal post-processing, or your sunlight, for instance. There'll be your sunlight within here. That's if you need to do that. Now, what I'm going to do here is quickly come out of here, click on Sky Creator again, go to here, and what you see here, we've got some weather presets. So we go to the folder, and this is where it gets really cool. So you've got your clears, cloudy, different versions of Cloudy, which is really cool. Let's go to that one. Like, these are pretty awesome out of the bat. Let's press G, get rid of that. And then you've got fog settings, which is really, really nice. If you want some really moody settings, you can do that, which is really cool. And what's really nice, it has rain. Don't know if you can see that. We'll be using this later on maybe. And snow, which is really, really cool. So it's just like a weather package, and it all comes in nice one little unit, which is really very, very useful. So these are just presets. So what you can do now, you can change the day, time of day, which is really smart. So let's go something that's a bit more sensible. So we're on Cloudy, for instance, Cloudy 6. Change the time of day. So it does all of that good stuff for you. But let's go with something where you can see the sky. It looks pretty awesome straight away. Now, if I just turn it to darkness, you can see that it creates like a star field, which is really very, very, very awesome. So obviously that means you can keyframe your time of day, and it will do a time lapse for you, which is very, very smart. So I thought I'd show you that first. So these are your presets, but what you can do now is choose your own weather settings. So what that's going to do here, you get, you know, this is grayed out now, so you're using your own settings, which is nice. So what you can do, you can go down to let's turn these back here. Sun position, you turn this to real. What you can do now is now change this to, you know, if you're living, I don't know what latitude that would be, but you know, for instance, I know that maybe like Southampton, for instance, I think it's like 54.4. This is 1.4. So this latitude, longitude, and the time zone set to 0 will be the right lighting for Southampton, for instance, which is really cool. And you can do the year and day and all that great stuff, which is very, very cool. So sky atmosphere, you can play around with that. You can go really deep in a sec. I'll show you in a second. So this changes your height of the clouds, which is really cool. So these are like the simple adjustments. So what you can do now, go to the top and go to editor weather settings. So you go to volumetric clouds, for instance, you get even more settings, which is pretty awesome. So like, for instance, high cloud coverage, I like to add a little bit more like cirrus clouds to the top there, just make it look a little bit more realistic. Pretty cool. So I'll leave that there for now, but I just thought I'd just show you guys that cool plugin, and you can get it from the marketplace, which is pretty rad. So I am going to use, I doubt I'm going to do some landscape stuff. Do you know what? I've got a message from someone saying that they had a problem with World Creator, so maybe I should probably go through that. World Creator 2022. So I've seen some tutorials where they're installing the plugin into the content folder, and it works for them, which is totally cool. But what you really want to do is be installing the plugin into the engine plugins folder, and then that way you don't have to constantly chuck the plugin into the content folder. So let's just do that now. I'll show you where it is. So World Creator Bridge. Some people are saying it's crashing, and I've got to admit I've had a few crashes. What I'd probably recommend is not to do too many changes. So what I mean by that is, let's do this now. Let's make a new. It is excellent. The new world creator. It is really, really cool. I didn't know what to think of it at first, but then I've been playing around with it and it is pretty rad. So I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna go into it too much. I'm just gonna quickly just make a mountain range. Go to filters. I like to use some of these guys. This is really smart. So yeah, okay, cool. Let's do that. So let's just change it around a bit. Very nice. Okay, so what I normally do is press sync. Come back to here. Maybe change the grid size up to 16, quite large, and then synchronize, and then hopefully it doesn't crash. So let's do. We'll just save that quickly, and lo and behold, it's here, which is really very, very cool. So instead of saving your height map data out of World Creator, it's basically got a bridge now, which is pretty smart. So it's pretty cool. So let's just, for now, I need to find auto material. Nothing fancy. I'm just going to chuck like a desert material onto this guy. 2 seconds. So there you go. What's really cool as well is that you can apply materials in here how you like into World Creator, and then you can export them materials and they come out straight away with the bridge, which is really, really smart. So this is looking pretty cool. This water material is actually part of this Maui's auto material, which is really smart. Okay. I didn't say we was going to do landscapes, but all of a sudden we're doing landscapes, but there you go. So which one are we using? So it looks like we've got a bit of snow. I can change the snow position. If you go to 0, is that going to do anything? Maybe I'm not using the wrong one. Bear with. We are using the wrong one. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's press play. So this is in third person. Should be third person, and it's not. So let's go world settings. Change this to third person. Press play. Hopefully it should work. Oh, it doesn't want to work. This was doing this before, and it's really jarring. Really jarring. So there's like loads of them you got to go through and see. That's not having it. So this is why I like doing these Planless podcasts. Is you know, things break, and you got to figure out why it's happening. And it seems like it's really slow and lagging. Hold on 2 seconds. So you got in 20 FPS by just having a landscape, maybe because it's so massive. Yeah, problems straight away. So yeah, It's not like in third person, is it? That's really frustrating. Okay. I want to be able to run around in here, so that's on simulate, you douchebag. So obviously on a previous project I've been using simulate. So yeah, warts and all. That's what I say. Warts and all. But there is a certain one, which is to do UE5 third person game mode. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that, but that's how it is sometimes. So yeah, so this new sky setting, really, really cool. Sky Creator, with World Creator as well. You know, you can do some pretty awesome stuff pretty quickly. Anyway, I'm interested now to see if we can use. So I want to show you these industrial zone assets. They're very, very cool. So let's go meshes. Ground assets. Yeah, so these are really highly detailed, awesome assets. They're absolutely amazing. Let's see if we've got some larger ones. I think these are pretty cool. I think that's the one I just chucked in. But yeah, as you can see, these are fantastic, and I think they are already they have nanite enabled, which is really cool. And it looks like they have, as you can see, they got nanite on, so you can pretty much chuck these wherever you like and not really worry about performance. Pretty cool. Let's get rid of this. This landscape we're going to get rid of. We don't need it right now. So it's more, I wanted to show you these assets. So, and they're quite large as well. So we've got a problem there with collisions. So let's have a look. So see which one's causing us problems. So use complex collision as simple. I know it's not the most performative way of doing it, but I think it does help. So that means now you can run around your object, which is really smart. So see, I'm stuck because that's another part of the blueprint. So you probably need to change that to simple as well in your collision. So pretty rad. And if you do get this pack, there is an additional pack as well, which actually shows the it's a demo scene, and then from that demo scene a guy has generated some meshes for you, which are very, very cool, and I'll show you them now. Like this guy. Yeah, it's like absolutely massive. So what this guy's done is just kit bashed a load of these together, and yeah, they look pretty amazing, really. So let's put that at 0. Okay. So let's add some more bits and bobs. So quickly copy this guy. I'm going to rotate him 180. I think you probably get away with that. So if you ever, as you can see, like that, the pivot point is over here. What you can do is press Alt and middle button, and you can move it about there, which is really cool. But I think there's also another way where you can store it permanently, which is pretty cool. And I think if you press that, right click on it, go to pivot, set as pivot offset, and I think it then stays there, which is useful. Yeah, I wish I learned about that many years ago. Anyway, it is pretty cool. So let's see what other assets we got in here. So in the demo scene, they're using these as walls, which is like really cool. So you know, it's already getting like pretty epic now. So just, you know, for scale, you just chuck a little dude in, and it's looking pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, just to copy, I was just doing alt click basically. Yeah, so if I'm not talking too much, guys, I apologise. But you can see what's occurring. So basically just like copy and pasting these massive assets, and then just like trying to create a weird like Geigerish landscape maybe, or just some sci-fi industrial landscape, which is pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna do one more of these. Little tip as well, if you click on here, your top level, press shift in this guy. Yeah, so if I had all these open like this, for instance, sometimes it's a real pain. You're like, oh, and I have to scroll all the way up. I think with this, it just closes them all up for you, which is very, very smart. Like when a project gets really big, that becomes very, very useful. So what you can do now is click that guy, click this guy, and we'll probably do one more of these. Got an idea. Not sure how this is going to work. I'll try it with this. Yeah, it might work. I might have to scale it a little bit. In fact, I'm going to have to scale it. So yeah, instead of like going up here, clicking on these guys, you'll scale and rotate. If you just press spacebar, you can scroll through them. Now, does it need a roof? Do I close it off? Let's give it a try. If I'm going to use a roof, I'm probably just going to use the floor. Could be interesting. Again, there's no plan. Let's just see if it works. So it looks like we've got a little bit of an issue at the end. So with these blueprints actually come with lights and what have you, which is really cool. So now with this sky creator thing, what I'm going to do is just, for fun, and what we probably want to do is actually set it to 0. Everything, really. I think that's a tip there. Everything at 0. Okay. Sorry, right. Sky Creator, we're going to go and play around, see if these fog settings are really good. So So could be interesting. It's just to give you an idea. Just gonna quickly go through a few more of these. Oh, that's the rain setting, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, it's going to snow in here. I don't think that's very cool. But, you know, could be interesting. So I'm just going to go for a few more of these. I like some of the ideas that, like, for instance, that's pretty cool. So I'm not really fussed what it looks like outside anymore, because it looks like this seed's going to be a an interior. So now we've got like an idea of what it's going to be like. What I'm a little bit worried about is that the exponential height fog is doing most of the heavy lifting in regards to the light in here, and I don't want that. So that is because you need to go to bear with me 2 seconds. Go to here, turn that to settings, and then you're able to, should be able to change this now. Yeah. Bear with me. So it looks like we got exposure settings on, and I don't want that. So sorry, 1 and 1. So why aren't they changing? Yeah, I don't really want to play around with that. What I'm actually going to do, delete Sky Creator and go back to my old friend's environment light mixer. What I'm going to do also is do a bit of spring cleaning. So all the geometry is going to go in here. So we can see a little bit more what's going on here. So I need a post-processing volume. I need to set my exposure 1. Okay, interesting. So what I want to be able to do now is just poke a little bit of light into here. See, that can also be cool. In fact, that's pretty rad. So yeah, this is the thing about experimentation. Is that, you know, for instance, I'm kind of liking more the fact that there's an outside, and it's usually around this time I'm thinking about cameras. Maybe go to like an eye level, press play. So post-processing, what we've got to do as well is set this to infinite extent. I like to use convolution. That's interesting. I'm not saying that this is what it's going to be, but it's just it's interesting. I'm going to turn volumetric fog on. I should probably save this. The thing about it is that we're losing a lot of GI when we change our exposure settings like that. So it's just a bit mental. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, we get a little bit back. That's the thing, I want a little bit of it back. So yeah, you can get some pretty nice effects. Like that's proper moody. So I do like that. Interesting. Okay. I'd like to play around with the me scattering scale. That's more for outside though. I'm not really sure that's going to affect. It is obviously having an effect, but is it helping us in any way? That's the thing. This is the thing about exponential high fog. It's incredibly powerful. You know, it's pretty much doing all the light there. You know, it's really having a huge effect, and I like it. It's just needs to be tamed. Like you can go fully mental with it. Go a little bit more of a play with this. So leave that there. So let's say like a 0.4. I think 0.3. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay. That's nice. Right, okay, let's start thinking about cameras and stuff like that. Now, do we have a landscape on the outside? I'm going to go yes. So we're going to do a quick save and see if I don't want it to crash, but let's just try it again with the old bridge. We don't want it massive, do we? It's just saying to show outside, so go synchronize. And it looks like we've got a landscape outside. So what I'm going to do now is quickly set up a sequencer. Add level sequencer. I've got a little folder where I keep mine. Let's go. Here. Now I've got a cool thing. It's an anamorphic lens. So two secs. So now we're looking for an anamorphic lens, which is really, really cool. Now we are. Looking a bit dodge though. Looking a bit dodge. Right, we're going to bypass that. That's for another day. I just want it to... I want a decent lens that I know that it's going to work for now. So here we are. I want to go DSLR. I think it's 44.5. Yeah, and then that's 219 aspect ratio, which is good. Let's just get a little bit more. Let's get this guy up. Just for now. And then I'm just gonna add a keyframe so I don't lose that position, and then get out of here. Just going to make this double the size. And I'm going to add landscape material to that. I think we're going to have to go like absolutely huge with this. So let's go 500. Go back to our sequence, getting camera, and let's just try and find. Yeah, I'm just not sure it's going to work. You know, and at this point, do you even need to use a landscape? You know, because it's so washed out. What you can do, go to content, and I think if you go distance, yeah, there's like distant meshes that, you know, from Brushify, which is like the Mars ones, which are really cool. So, and they're like nothing regards to geometry. There's hardly any polys. Is it dying? I don't know. While it's doing that, let me show you this. So we're using this. Yeah, so here's all them assets. You know, it's like incredibly detailed. Yeah, and I think that's what we're using now. This guy. Yeah, look how clean the geometry is. It's yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And the wires are so cool. We're going to use them right now, actually. So let's get back into here. Am I still in camera? Let's get out of there. So where's my Mars jobby? So let's go 200. If I can't get anything cool out of this now, then I'm probably just going to bypass it, I'll be honest. It's just a little something in the background just to say like there's something going on. Right, wires. That's what I was after. Did I save that? No, I didn't. Just for now. So it also comes with these characters, which is really cool, and yeah, some of them are like welding and all of that, which is pretty rad. So this guy could be like welding on that. So these wires are massive. Let's say 5. Let's go 44. Okay, save that. Save that. Okay, and then save all. So Control Shift S, little shortcut for that, which is handy. So I'm not too. I like the look of the lighting. I just don't like the lighting. If that makes sense. It's like I like the look of it. I don't like what it's doing. So go a little bit more of a play around. Could be interesting. I'm also tempted. This happens all the time, you know. Just starting again, just with the lighting. So I want to go back to lighting, sky creator. Because it might give us another idea of. So I'm just going to quickly go through these. Like already, I kind of dig it better. Like the red was cool, but it's a bit, yeah, just wasn't feeling it. Now I do like the fog ones, but they're just a bit heavy. Like it is good. Let's see if we can tame it. So we're using the preset. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. See, that's better. Right. Oof. Is it sunset or sunrise now? That's the. Has someone been doing a late shift? That's pretty cool. Right, save. So 8 o'clock. So 20:15. So yeah, sorry guys if I'm not talking. It's just concentrating and trying to find out where certain things are. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that guy. That guy's got like volumetric fog around him now. I'm not sure if I like it or... Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. So yeah, extinction, just because before it's kind of hot. Now if he just gets a little bit, just a hint. Okay. So what we can probably do now is get rid of our own bits and bobs. Right, assets, and more of them. I do have some smoke somewhere, bear with me 2 seconds. They're very emissive, aren't they? It could be cool, right? Oh, emissive. Set that to. So I suppose you need a bit of it, otherwise you're not going to see it. So okay, 0.5. Change of colour. wow. That's cool though. It's cool to have that, yeah. It's just really quite bright. I don't like the opacity. There we go. So 0.5, 0.2. There you go. Just something, a little cheeky something. Bear with, I am. I don't think we're going to use that Mars thing outside. It's not even do anything. No, it's awful. Get rid of it. Bit of a clean up. So what this does, it just boosts the bloom when you're using convolution. You won't notice it just yet. We need some proper lights in there. So a little bit of screen dirt, obviously that's far too much, but I just wanted to see if it even works. So yeah, let's go. Right, lots of stuff going on. So let's do this. What I might do, guys, is actually lose this wall, let some light in from that way. Yeah. Just get a little bit more, which is cool. Okay. Now, what would be interesting now is change our change the time. So yeah, I'm just playing around with lighting and just trying to get a nice look. There's so many variables though, you know, when you're using this system. It's like you got time of day, time zone, latitude, longitude, which month, which day, and all of them give you a different look. There's always got to be someone on their phone. Okay. Why it's doing that is so frustrating. Like, come on, man. Just, they'll do. Jesus. Okay. Not sure about this. It's good, but it's jarring me. More. Yes to cranes. I like the cranes. I think they look fucking awesome. Right, keep going. This is the thing about these builds. You just keep adding more detail, and it will come.
isn't it?
So yeah, and that's what happens, isn't it? You just get lost, just adding details. Not sure. There we go, just something subtle. That's nice. Yeah. Whoops. A little bit of atmosphere over there, maybe a little bit over here. Just underneath that forklift. I'm a little bit worried about these guys. Do they need to be... Yeah. Make sure they're all there. Yeah, and some more effects. That's what I'll do. So it's like lighting up the particles, which is quite nice. Okay. Let's see if we can find a massive building. A little trick, if you can't click on stuff and there's loads of particles, if you press T, then you'll be able to click on the item that you're after. Save. Yeah, sometimes it's a good idea just to take a screenshot of it and just like study it for a while. And then you're going to notice like errors, or you want to change something about. So my only thing is that I will probably want to animate in here, and the fact that the characters are stationary, it would look a little bit odd. What's really cool though is the fact that they give you rigged characters. I'm not saying we could do this now, but meshes, characters, rigs. Oh, look how cool that is. So you could use like your Mixamo stuff, or you could even use your own bits and bobs from Marketplace, or wherever you get your mocap data from. And then you can have these guys walking about, and then it wouldn't look so odd. For instance, you know, let's say I'm going to do it anyway. Let's go 240. So I want this to be my last frame. Let's go to the first frame and just that's far too far. I don't know, maybe from there. Change both of these to linear. Okay, I've got this awesome new camera shake or camera animation tool you can pick up from Marketplace, and I forget what it's called. It's called Cinemotion, I think. Yeah, go grab that. It's really useful. I'll show you now. So what it does, it adds your camera shake for you, and sometimes it can actually do the translation as well. So I'll show you what I mean. So just load it up, and as you can see, it's now shaking the camera, which is really, really cool. And you can tame that. You go property multipliers, and then you can calm it down if you want to. So let's go to another one. And the higher they go, the lower the intensity. So if you go smooth in 4, this will be a little bit more subtle. Oh, sorry. So there you go. I would probably use that, or a 3. So if you go to this, make sure that's at the beginning. Go smooth 3. There is 2 options. You got rotation only, or rotation and translation. So I use that. It's nice. So what you can do now is just tame it. I think he says. So yeah, if you just go like, see, it was a bit heavy, so you just like halve it. So add a little bit more, maybe like 0.75 on each. Oh, 0.75, thank you. And there you go. So we got that. Let's save everything. Let's go. See this guy here. 2 seconds. I do like it, and I think I just want to make it like quite large. That's mental large, Luke. That is massive. So just maybe twice the size. So when we're at the beginning, we get to see a bit more. Well, that's cool. So, right, once you're happy with it, which I'm not, you know, there's loads and loads and loads of stuff that I want to be doing to this, but we will be here forever. So render movie queue. Let's go to our sequencer that we want. Now I've got a little trick. You go to load, save presets, and there's a load here. Now how to get these, I shall show you. What you do, you get the virtual photography kit, okay, and once you migrate that kit into this set, you get these presets, and they're very, very cool. So what I like to use is video, but I've made my own one. So what I do here is video. I use my own ProRes settings, anti-aliasing 2 to 16, which is fine. Engine warm up, that's probably a bit much, but I'll just leave it. Console variables, this is where it's really cool, because what it does, it saves these console variables. Instead of like constantly remembering them, they're in here as presets, which is really, really cool, and you can adjust these as you like. So I just need to do a few things first. I can't go post anymore, so what you've got to do is go, bear with me, I'm just going to turn motion blur on. I actually like motion blur. Not a lot of people like it. I like it. Not that we're going to get that much anyway. I just like it. Anyway, so save. Go sequencer. Quickly save everything. That's all good. Output. Output of 4K. That's what I'm going to do anyway. Accept. And render. It may crash, may not. Let's have a look. So it's doing the warm up. The reason why it's doing the warm up is for your particles, because they need a while to warm up. He says. So yeah, rendering. So this could take 15 minutes, which is too long. So, and whilst I'm at it, I just want to add a little something here. I want to add a little something here, and I think I've already, oh dear, that was bad. I just got rid of my content browser. Anyway, so I went to Megascans, decals. I've got some road debris and stuff like that, which would be cool. So I want to chuck some oil slicks down. Yeah, make this a bit larger. This is probably something a little bit to break it up a bit. I would like this 3 times the size, please. There you go. Give it a rotate. Maybe one here as well. I don't want it to cover that. A bit of oil slick there. Let's go to the beginning here and add some what looks to be road debris. And make this a little larger. Are you even going to be able to see that? I doubt you won't. Let's get rid of that guy. Right, okay, so anyway, save this. Right, that's all good. Let's go here. Let's say 2 and 8, which is probably plenty. I don't know, 500. Make sure these are all good. Anti-aliasing on, output, bam, render. And then just kick back and wait for your render to turn up. Cheers, guys. So what I normally do as well, because I can't help myself, is just constantly check your renders, you know, and go, oh right, I missed a bit there, could have changed this. You know, for this, for instance, there's so much more details we could have added to the floor. More effects. You know, some more animated features would have been really cool. I think went a bit overboard on the bloom. You know, a little bit's nice. Like the sparks are like a bit overkill over there. But yeah, we'll see. Once it's fully rendered, it might look alright. And to give more time for the particles to do their thing as well. Hello Karen, how are you? Thanks for watching. I don't know how much you've seen. So what I'm going to do now is just yeah, I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of DaVinci Resolve on this. So just whilst that's rendering. Yeah, Karen, been working quite a lot, and it means that I can't do these podcasts as much as I would like to. That's the only thing. But apart from that, it's all good. Thank you very much. Now, did that render? Let's have a look. No, it still hasn't done it. Yeah, cheers. It's like these assets from Big, Medium, Small are they're amazing. I got another pack of theirs recently, and the quality is just out of this world. And it's much like writing music. Like if you writing drum and bass or electronic music, if your samples are amazing, then it normally means the tune's going to turn out okay. It's the same thing with this. If your initial assets are very good, then it just helps everything look more realistic. Yeah, so if I wanted to do any more to this, I would have changed quite a lot. Main thing would be animated characters. and the sparks to be animating. That would just help it a little bit more, and I think a little bit more atmosphere at the back. Not exponential high fog, but actual Niagara particles. So we should see another one of these guys pop up here, or it might just be this one. It probably is. Okay. Yeah, the assets are absolutely insane. The fact that they provide you with you know, blueprints. So there's an actual light in here as well, which is really cool. There's a little point light in there that they add, which is really, really nice. Because sometimes like, you grab assets and you're constantly thinking, right, I probably need to go into Substance to fix that, or you know, the geometry's not that great, probably need to fix that. But with these guys, it's just, yeah, it's just good straight off the bat, which is really awesome. And there's some clouds from earlier, which is really smart. Just before I go into DaVinci, I just want to play with just the light a little bit more. Just there's a little bit there. There you go. That's what I was after earlier. You know, it completely changes the look. You know, it could be cool. Yeah, interesting. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to use this. Oh, it looks like we've got a dodgy frame there. That's alright. What the hell? Looks like it didn't render, look. That's odd. Okay. So what's going on there then? Looks like we got ourselves a problem. Okay. It looks like it didn't render it fully, which is frustrating. Okay. That is the render, isn't it? Okay. Weird. It just didn't refresh. Is there a refresh in here? I don't know. Anyway. So let's lose that dodgy frame. All right. So there's loads and loads of tutorials. Oh, stream unavailable.